It's time for another penny hunt and fill episode, but this time we have a box and a bag. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rob Finds Treasure, and as many of you know, we've been trying to fill a Lincoln Penny album from just coin roll hunting. Now, as it stands, we have 184 out of 234 spots filled through the first 47 episodes and 81 boxes hunted. I've had a hard time getting circulated penny boxes lately, and this week was no exception. I ended up getting another 3 uncirculated penny boxes, so I've been cashing them in, and I went to a different bank, and I asked if they had a penny box, and she said all they had was one of those orange trays full of penny rolls. I asked if I could have that, and she gave it to me. Of course, they didn't have a box, so she stuck it in a bag, and it looks like there's customer wraps and bank sealed wraps as well. Now, I'm going to take these out of this bag, and I've already made up a box. It'll be episode 48, obviously box 83 there, and this is box 82. Let me go ahead and do that first, and then I'll bring you guys right back. All right, I got all the rolls in the box. There's definitely 50 rolls. I went ahead and sorted them by bank first, then teller type rolls, and then possibly other customers. I don't know if these are all from tellers or all from other customers or just one customer. Either way, I typically don't hunt customer app rolls for a hunt and fill series, but because it's been tough lately, we're gonna go ahead and go with it. The good news is 23 out of the 50 rolls are bank wrapped, so hopefully we get something in here. And as I was loading them, I did notice we had a wheat cent ender on one of the bank wrapped ones. Now, this is going to be the second box of the hunt. I figured I'd kick it off first and foremost with the bank sealed box. And this one has the holes in the bottom. And I was able to tell that we had circulated cents by those holes, although I didn't see anything fancy schmancy. We'll do a live opening on that next. As far as the album, we've already seen it. If you're new to the series, please consider checking out my playlist starting at box 1, linked both down below as well as pinned up here for your convenience to get caught up before seeing this episode. Let me slide this out of the way, and we'll go ahead and quickly do a live opening on this box to see if we have anything cool on top. All right. I don't see any wheat cent enders, and matter of fact, I see a lot of zinc cents, so this could be a tough box. That's why we'll do it first, and then I'm hoping this box picks up any slack that this one might have. Now, in my last episode, we added a cent to the album, a 1918S, so we did make progress, but they've been difficult, especially in the 30s. For those wondering, I always have links to mats that I use for my coin hunts, both down below as well as up here, should you want to check them out. We've talked long enough. Let's get this hunt started. 100 rolls, a bank sealed box, and a mixed box, or mixed bag it was, and see how we do. I'll be back with the first find when we get one. Well, we're on the first roll in box 1, and I said the box didn't look good, but when I laid it out in the back, almost an ender, second from the end, we have our first wheat cent find. And it's going to be a 1956 Philadelphia, which gets us on the board. Roll number 4, wheat cent number 2. We've seen it many times, a 1944 Philadelphia. Roll number 5, and we're going to have another wheat cent, and by the reverse, it might be an oldie. Let's see, unless it's another one of those 40s ones. It is 1948S. Couldn't see if that was an 8 or a 5, but 48S, 2 in the 40s, 1 in the 50s, 3 finds and 5 rolls. Roll 12, wheat cent number 4, a 1955 Denver. Roll 17, wheat cent number 5, 58 Philly. Roll number 20, wheat cent number 6, a 1955 Denver, again. Roll 21, and we have 7 wheat cents now. Unfortunately, it's just a 1946 Philadelphia. Roll 23, box is pretty hot. We got wheat cent number 8 now, second from the end, and it's a 1950 Denver. Roll number 30, wheat cent number 9, a 1956 Denver. Roll 31. We've made 10 wheat cents. Unfortunately, it's just another 1956 Denver. Roll 40. Wheat cent number 11. 1957 Denver. Roll 41, and we have a dozen wheat cents, and it's one that I don't see too often. One in the 30s, 1937p. Unfortunately, we already have that one, but I love seeing them. Coincidentally, roll 49 is going to have a 1949 Denver in it. That makes 13 wheat cents. One roll to go for box one. Well, we finished box one of the hunt, and I'm excited to get into box two. It's the mixed box. We did get 13 wheat cents, one of them being in the 30s, although we have it. One Canadian, 159, one pretty nice 1974 Philadelphia, Lincoln Memorial cent, no 69S's, and as predicted, pretty light on the copper, about a fourth of the way up the cup, so got our work cut out for copper in these rolls. Hopefully they're in there. Box one is as expected, better than average on the wheat cents, light on the copper, nothing fantastic, nothing for the album yet. Let's kick off with box two. And remember, the first 23 rolls are bank wrapped, but I'll bring you in on my first find. We know we have at least one wheat cent ender on roll number 11. Well, the first 10 bank wrap rolls were a bust. We're on roll number 11 or 61 of the hunt, and that's the ender. Let's see what it is. That ender for wheat cent number 14. And that's a 54 with the mint mark, and that's a 54S. Those have been tough to find. And I'll take that as an ender all day. Well, we're on roll 71 of the hunt, and the first 20 rolls of this bank sealed box or bank wrapped rolls only had the one ender. But we've got our second wheat cent of them, and it's an oldie. Take a look at this. 1910 Philadelphia wheat cent. I don't know if I need a 1910, but either way, that's a 1910 wheat cent in the box, and I'll take it. That makes 15 now for the hunt. Roll 73, the last roll of the bank wrapped rolls, and we've got wheat cent number 16 of the hunt, and it's a 46 San Francisco. I'll check it for the S over D in a second. Roll number 76, and at least we know we probably don't have discards because we got our first wheat cent of the customer wrap rolls, and it's a 52S. We'll take a 52S. That makes wheat cent 17 for the hunt. Roll number 82, wheat cent number 18. And I think that's just going to be another 1944 Philly if I can turn it around right. 1944 confirmed. Philadelphia confirmed. Well, roll 84 is going to have another oldie for wheat cent number 19. It's a 1928. Pretty sure we have that one, although it's nice seeing one from the 20s in customer wrap rolls. So we've one from the teens, I guess 1910, 20s, and 30s. 3 pre-40s out of the 19 wheat cents. Better than normal. Still got a handful of rolls left. Praying they have some goodies. Roll 87. We've made 20 wheat cents, and this one looks pretty nice. And it's a 58 Denver. We'll take it. Roll number 88, the very first of these pink rolls, and we have our first wheat cent of those, or 21 for the hunt. And that's going to be a 56 Denver. Well, we finished that 100 roll hunt, and the visions of grandeur, as in the customer wraps having solid wheat cent finds, wasn't to be. But we did score 21 wheat cents, 3 pre-40s, that 37p, 28p, and 1910p. Not sure we need any of those. Matter of fact, not sure we need any on the board, but we'll compare it to the album here in just a second. We had a good run of copper in the customer rolls, so we actually got close to filling the copper cup, about 80% full. So quite a bit more in box 2 versus box 1. 2 Canadians, 3 59s, 2 nice red shiny cents, both 74p, of course. Let me go ahead and comb through the finds, see if we have any additions or upgrades to the album, and bring you back. Well, I've combed through the finds, and guess what? We did not have a 1910. The one I found is not in great shape, but it will definitely plug in. And that now makes 185 out of the 234 spots filled through 83 boxes. Just 49 more spots, and I think that's back-to-back episodes with a spot filler from an oldie. think that's going to wrap it up for today's video, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this 2-box hunt. Well, box and a bag. If you did, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, happy hunting and thanks for watching.